Let's learn the simple present tense through Quizizz educational game. Hello guys, welcome to your class. I am the teacher Campos and I feel so happy to see you again. As you remember the last class, we was studying the simple present tense. But as I know that you are a good student, today I have a surprise for you. Today we are going to play an educational game. The name of this game is Quizizz. But you could tell me, teacher, what is Quizizz? So don't worry guys, I am going to tell you and we are going to discover it together. So let's go with me. Come on! About Quizizz. Quizizz is a digital web app that allows you to pick or create your own quiz about the topic that you want. You can conduct live competitive games, or you can assign some funny quizzes game for students can complete on their own as a homework. The teacher only needs to share them the questionnaire code for they can answer it from a computer or a mobile device. Games rule number 1. For the nature of the games, one electronic device must be used per student. Number 2. Remember, how every quiz it must be done without cheating. Number 3. You must respond in the established time. Number 4. I recommend that you focus on your quiz since the apps create different keys. Number 5. Increase your score. At the same time, you're learning. Number 6, and the most important rule, don't forget to enjoy this experience while you are learning. Material. Both the teacher and the students are going to use an electronic device. Could be a cell phone, computer, or tablet. They are going to use the internet. They are going to use the Quizizz because this is the website or the app. The teacher is going to use a PowerPoint presentation. Both the teacher and the student are going to use the headphone, microphone, and webcam. How to create the game. We enter the official website of Quizizz, https://quizizz.com. This is the Quizizz interface. We click on the Sign Up button. We sign up with Gmail because it is recommended by the website. And we click on our account. Congratulations, we have logged in Quizizz, but your account will probably be in Spanish by default. So we click on the Ajustes button. We look for the languages section and we select the language that we need. In our case, we will select English language. Now we return to the home page. Okay, now we are ready to create our first activity. We click on Create button and we select the option called Quiz. First, on the text box, we write the name of the quiz, for example, simple present tense, and then we choose relevant subject. In our case, it will be only English. And finally, we click on the Next button. Now we are going to create our first question. We click on New Question and we will have 6 different options to elaborate our quiz. We will select multiple choice. First, in the text box that says write your question here, we're going to write our question or exercise. In the next 4 text boxes that says answer option, we will write our possible answers. After that, we select our correct answer by clicking on the circle with a check. To add an image and make our activity more creative, we will click on the button called Image and a window will appear, in which we have to drag our image from our computer. Then we click on the Done button. We are going to click on the bottom of an icon with a clock. to select the transition time of this question. In our case, we will select 30 seconds. And finally, we click on the Save button. We have created our first question and we have multiple options to create a new question, but if we want it to similar at the last one, we click on multiple choice again. As you can see, here we have the same question model that we just complete. We click on Done button and a window appears in which we can upload an image to our quiz by dragging it from our computer. In the option Select your language, we will choose the language in which the activity will be developed. In our case, it is English language. We select the grade to which our activity is directed according to the level. We can select who can see our questionnaire, and finally we click on the Save button. Good job! We have created our first quiz successfully. Now to see all quizzes and activities that we will create in the future, click on My Library button. Here we're going to see all quizzes that we have created. We click on the quiz that we want to develop. Here we can see all the questions that we have created, and we can assign a quiz as a homework or develop a Start Live quiz. In our case, we click that option and we set up the classic mode. Here also select the classic mode. Sometimes we will find this part misconfigured, but we have to enable all buttons for a good experience. Quizizz call this part meme, which consists of showing you an image after some question to motivate you. You can disable if you prefer. Click on the Continue button. The website gives us a code so that the student can enter from an electronic device to develop the activity. Process in order to students develop the activity. The student will enter the official Quizizz website https://quizizz.com from their electronic device, and they will click in the Enter Code button. The student will write the code in the text box that says Enter a join code, and then they will click on the Join button. Student will write their names in the text box that says Enter your names. They are going to enable all the buttons. And then they finally click on the Start button. Here they have to wait for their other classmates get to connect. How to play Quizizz. When all the students are online ready to play, the teacher is going to click the Start button. This is the leaderboard. Here the teacher can see the score obtained by each student. Students on their screen can see one image, one question or exercise, and 4 possible answers. Exactly how we created before. On the screen we have a part called streak, which fills every time the student answers correctly. This is a meme congratulating the student on their good performance. When the streak bar is at 100%, the game gives us a power-up to use it to increase our score. To activate, click on the power-up icon and click on Activate. The leaderboard shows to the teacher the performance of his student in real time. When a student answers incorrectly, the streak bar drops to 0%. After the last question, the game gives to a student the opportunity to choose between three boxes a question, in which they made a mistake to re-answer it and increase their score. At the end of the game, a student can see a summary about their performance in the game. They can also see the question and know what were their mistakes. The leaderboard shows the teacher the final scores. He can also see which areas they need to improve. And finally, the teacher can see how long it took the student to answer each question. And we click on the exit button to end the game. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you have enjoyed this beautiful experience and that you have learned something new. Don't forget to continue and study the simple present tense, because success is in perseverance. Take care of yourself and see you the next week with a new activity. Goodbye!